Hey folks, it's Bad Brad Burke. We're doing a post-fight wrap-up from the Buffalo Run Casino in Miami, Oklahoma. Four-state franchise fought tonight. I tell you what, people were surprised. I've heard it all night long. There were some fights tonight. Not judging by people's records, because you know people talk crap, say this guy's record, that guy's record. Well, I tell you what, throw the records out for the most part. Don't worry about the noise in the back there. It's like I wish that the forklift guy would shut the bleep up. I can't edit that out, but it is what it is. But hey, I'm here with Jarrett, the Legacy Rouse, and returning Jeopardy champion, Randy Rouse. Alice Trebek, by the way, you were supposed to research that, is the host of Jeopardy.
Yeah,
you just learned something new. All right, Jarrett won. I scored it the same as the judges. All three had it 60-53. He dropped his opponent. Was it Para? His last name Para? Para. In the first round, he survived. Tough guy. He didn't quit. I thought he might, say that's it in the first round. I want to say, did he complain a couple of times about something low that wasn't low? Mysterious low blow. Yeah, the Ritter brother said, man, ain't nothing low there, buddy. So, mysterious phantom low blow. I'm going to give you my 2 cents, and then I'm going to ask you your 2 cents, and then I'm going to get yours, Randy. I think you look damn good tonight. Tony actually said you were the best looking fighter of the night. Okay, it must be the blue eyes that he was talking about. I think you look damn good too. Verdell actually asked me after the fight, what did you think? I said, I think he looked great. I know the power's there. The only critique that I have, and I'll get to you in a second, Randy, is more combos. I think you need to throw more combos. I think you get them. And the right hand tonight, usually you're a body guy, even though you did some body shots. But man, you landed that right hand. I just thought there was a couple spots. I don't want to say you were sitting back admiring your work, because I know that's not you. Someone else may think that, but I know you personally. I know you're not one of those type of guys, in my opinion. I always say you're always in there thinking, which I credit this man, because he's thinking, a trainer that looks and analyzes. I respect you guys so much, amongst many other things. Only critique I have is combinations. With that said, judge your performance and answer back what you think about what I'm saying about combinations.
Yeah, I agree a lot. We had a pretty hard camp. Verdell's got a full-time job, so you can't always have him there.
Okay.
And when he was there, we were working angles, and so he was working a lot of kind of one shot or a combination to get your angle in one shot. So I don't know if that was part of the reason or what, but I got frustrated because I felt like I was punching really slow.
Okay.
So it kind of played with my head a little bit, and then I was winging my right hand instead of throwing it straight.
Which your dad was screaming at.
Yeah,
I heard him clearly. He hit that one.
I kept catching all the little things I did wrong, and it frustrated me.
Out of all your fights, where would you rate this one as far as the opponent? You think he gave you your best?
Toughest opponent.
Okay, which I thought you said.
I still think Colin was the most technical opponent I fought.
Okay.
But he was definitely Colin was the toughest.
And right hand, you were tagging him. I mean, your right hand was beautiful in my opinion. For the most part, I know Randy said a little wide a couple, but when you landed it, and you landed it well, you couldn't ask for more than that. How did it feel when you landed it? And which hand was it that gave you problems a while back? Was it right?
I've had problems with both, but my right hand was...
That's what I thought it was. And how did it feel tonight?
It felt good. Okay. I hit him on the forehead a few times. And
okay.
It didn't hurt anything.
All right. My critique and also the good things they did, what do you think?
I think spot on. The one thing that we did a little different on this for this fight is we've been working the technical side of things, so there's a lot more angles. Jarrett is a very good counter puncher. We've all known that from the beginning. The problem that he had tonight was he was just a split second off, and then he came to the corner. I think it was after maybe the third round or fourth round, and I told him, I said, Jarrett, I said, you're schooling this guy.
Yes.
He said, I feel slow, and I said, you're just that little split second off. I said, don't worry about it. I said, it's still there.
Okay.
The speed difference really wasn't an issue. I agree 100% the combinations.
Right.
I wanted more. I asked after each round, I asked Jarrett, I said, you launch that left, I said, put it right behind it. You land the right, put a left hook behind it. And that's something we're working on, but tonight he actually landed that explosive power that people have been waiting for.
Yes.
And that's what we were really happy with tonight. He fought smart.
Okay.
He stayed out of trouble for the most part. There was time he got a little bit lazy. In the fourth round, he got a little bit lazy in the fifth round. And I was telling him, Jarrett, don't square up. I said, I finally told him, I said, if you don't want to punch, move. I said, you've won this fight, you've won every round in this fight. I said, if you don't want to punch anymore, move.
Okay.
But don't stand in front of him. And I think I kind of made him mad a little bit because he went out and started landing punches.
I know, and you know what he was doing? Because I saw the guy had left was up. So I saw he was open here.
Yes.
And I said to Debbie, I said, watch.
Yep.
Eventually he's going to do it, and I'll be damned if he didn't throw the left hook to the body, and he cracked the right hand, which it was there all night.
Yep.
I don't know if he saw it all night, but it was there. It was there.
I landed one. I mean, right on. He had really long arms.
Yeah.
Right.
So he could cover up, and he had his body.
He was
I caught
covered
one
well.
right on the elbow.
And you notice the radical angle where he was stepping all the way around and cracking the body.
Yes.
That's something that nobody has seen yet.
No.
That was new, and it's something we've been working very hard on. And you know, he's still in his infancy.
Yes.
You know, this was, I think, 9 wins. You know, 9-0. But he's still a young fighter. He's still, you know, without amateur experience, just like Trey Lippy, everybody. You know, we're trying to build that up. Now the Cook boys, you know, they've had over 100 amateur fights. They don't need the experience. You know, they're already seasoned fighters. Jarrett, Kenzie, and Trey, they've got to get that, you know, that experience.
Well, and I'm glad, you know, you and I have had this conversation. Knockouts are great for the fans.
Yes.
But they're not always great for the fighter because it doesn't give them a true assessment of what happens when I crack this guy here and go nowhere. So I need to know, can I go get, and I know you've went 4 or 6 rounds, 4. I think at least 4. I know that because I'm thinking 4. Right? Okay. What's next?
Next, we're working on stepping up. I think our next opponent is going to be even more technical and just as tough as the guy we had tonight. And we have to work extra hard to be ready for that. Okay. In fact, I told Jarrett tonight in the locker room, I said, now we go to work. We're going to do twice the work for the next fight that we did for this fight. And in all honesty, and I don't pull any punches about it, it's nobody's fault. Jarrett's there every day. He's there ready to train. And, you know, I've got other classes. You know, I'm getting old. So I'm not near the coach that I should be for Jarrett. Verdell's been working all the time. So the reality is his training camp was less than any other fighter that got in that ring. Every fighter that walked in there tonight had more time.
Well, Tony addressed that. He didn't say that verbatim, but and you'll see in the post-fight, it's not something I'm talking. It was off record. He said he needs top 20 sparring.
Yes, he does.
Which I agree.
Yep,
I agree because he's the type that hit me. Oh, I love it. You know, I got a black eye. I got my nose is over here. But you know what? I'm going to keep coming. And I say that, folks, because in February of last year, I'm going to give you a plug, Craig, because it was at your gym, Craig Blacklock, okay? But don't say anything, Craig, because that's when you get in trouble, buddy. He sparred with Alan Green, okay? And I tell you what, we know Alan is a light heavyweight, and I'm not saying they went all the way out, but they went some. And his first thing was, oh shit, if you remember, that was your words. Oh shit, I gotta spar with him, Dad? And Dad was like, yeah, you gotta spar with him. And you got in there, and you sparred with him. You took some shots, you caught Alan a couple times. I'm not saying you got either one of you were hurt, because I don't think you went 100%, but there were some punches landed. And you sparred with somebody that was at one time world-class fighter, worked for the championship of the world. So I look at him from February of 2015 to now. And even if you couldn't give him 100%, I understand that.
Yes.
He's constantly getting better. I've told you that
no
before.
question.
He's got the right attitude. He's, you know, if we keep him away from over here from Hideaway Pizza because he likes the guard knots like me, except I don't have the washboard stomach anymore. But he's got the right attitude. And you know something? I got to credit Brenda Rouse because I think he gets it. I think he gets from both of you guys. I'm gonna give Mama credit on this one too. He has that fighting spirit. And you can't teach that.
No.
Whether he becomes a world champion or not, and we all hope that he does, that fighting spirit is not, you don't learn that.
That's a fact.
It's either in you or it's not.
That's a fact. Yeah, that's the one thing with Jarrett, we've never had any question about his heart. You know, everything with Jarrett, he was a world-class MMA fighter, world-class kickboxer. This is a whole different sport. It's like going from baseball to football.
Yes.
You know, it just doesn't work. It's both ball games, but it's different.
Okay.
And, you know, the one thing that we've got working for us is he's actually starting to get his balance. He's starting to get his boxing stance. And we already knew he was a fighter.
Right.
Now it's just a matter of making him a
perfecting everything else.
Exactly.
Okay.
But it's I see the progress, and I've always had faith in Jarrett. I have no doubt.
And I do too.
You know,
I wouldn't say that. It had nothing to do with the relationship that we have. Because if he lost tonight, I told you, I scored every round. If he lost, I'd say he lost.
Of course.
Even if we disagreed. But he won every round. I gave him 10-8 for the first round. All right. Before we close out, Randy is putting on a card next Saturday. Is at the fairgrounds.
Washington County Fairgrounds.
Washington County in Dewey, Oklahoma. Give me the information.
We're going to have kickboxing on that card. It's going to be a good card. We have a couple of heavyweight bouts. We have a couple of ladies fights on the card. And come up to the fairgrounds, Dewey, Oklahoma, Saturday night, 8 p.m. Doors open at 7. I promise you, you're going to see some great fights. You're going to have a good time, and you will come back. Everybody that comes, oh, I've never been to one of these before. They always come back. So please come down and see us. Support our guys. Keeps Jarrett working, as that's where the money comes in. Time to keep him in gloves and pads. So come on down and support us.
And I think yours truly is the ring announcer. So
Yes,
you know
he
we're
is.
going to have a bunch of forget-about-its thrown around there. So come on out. I promoted it on Facebook. Everybody that told me, I'll be there. I'm expecting. I don't forget. Okay, I don't have memory loss yet, even though Debbie wishes that I did. On that note, send one real quick to your fans. Let Jarrett have the step out. You go right into the shot there.
Oh, yeah.
Say,
Back
say
up.
one. That's right. Back up. Back up.
I just
Now
wanna-
everybody's out the act.
Just thank everybody for coming out to the fight and supporting me and everything. And hopefully the next fight I'll look a little better and have more progress. But thanks for everything and all the support.
All right, there you have it. Jarrett, the Legacy Rouse, who's ready to go eat some pizza and some garlic nuts and everything that he wasn't able to eat, forget about, and probably play about 4. What's your video game you playing now? I know you got something.
Call of Duty?
Is it Call of Duty?
Yeah.
Is that still around?
Oh, yeah.
Is it a new one? Mm-hmm. Really? Oh, it just shows you how old I am. I'm still playing Atari. Anyways, on that note, that's the post-fight wrap-up. Let's see if we can get some other fighters here before they leave. Again, 4-state franchise fought tonight. Look for my complete post-fight wrap-up later on when we get back to Tulsa. Forget about it. I'm so tired. I barely can say forget about it. Bad Brad out.